So the Once Upon a Time news for season 7 has been very Regina light. And then we got this whole article from Entertainment Weekly about Regina in season 7. And I have to say, I've never laughed so hard after reading this article. So she has a new name for her cursed persona, which is Roni. Oh my god, I just find the name hilarious. And she's now wearing denim and rock shirts as opposed to queenly gowns and pantsuits. Now, she's no longer in charge, but Regina's always in charge. Like, that's Regina's gimmick. She's always the one who gets to run the show. I mean, she cast the first curse. She had the best scene in the pilot, you know, when she opens up doors and goes, "Sorry, I'm late." And then she cast the curse. And then ever since then, she really has run this show. And for her to go from being queen to mayor, you know, always being in charge, to now owning a bar, to, I guess, having employees, but not having, you know, townsfolk to boss around, is hilarious. It's a new side to Regina. The article has quotes from Adam Horowitz and Eddie Kitsis and even Lana saying, "Oh, we love this new version. I love this new side of her." And I'm like, but I love the side I've seen for 6 years. Like, that's the side I'm used to. Generally, the way television works is you get attached to, you know, to a character, right? To a main character, minor character, recurring character, etc. And, you know, you love seeing them grow, but then, you know, they have a certain personality that you really are attached to, and you don't want that personality to really, you know, 180, because you don't want it to go into a different direction, because then you go, where's the character I fell in love with? And it seems with this new version of Regina, she's a little different than, you know, the Regina we've known for 6 years. But at the same time, because at the end of it, the article says she realizes that it's up to her to stand up to the bully, who is Lady Tremaine. I think the word bully is used a little too liberally there. But, you know, Gabrielle Armoir's Lady Tremaine is the main villain for the season, so it's up to Regina, the evil queen, to kick the evil stepmother's ass. And I gotta say, the evil queen is gonna win. There's no way the wicked stepmother, whether she's magical or manipulates witches, there's no way the wicked stepmother can stand up to the evil queen. So the name of Regina's bar, because I said she owns it, is called Roni's, which is, you know, after her name, which is so original, but whatever. I just find the name Roni so hilarious. Now, like I said, this is her first time being cursed, but why Roni? Why, Roni? I mean, I think when I did my video where I said they all got new identities, I said, you know, what if her name is Legina? I would have found it hilarious if that was her name, you know, combining her actress's name with her character's name. But Roni is just such a weird name. And it's not modern. It's an odd name to give to her. And it doesn't fit. I mean, you can see in the icons below, or the images on the side, excuse me, you know, this is just not the Regina we're used to. Granted, Lana looks good. Like, she always looks good in her clothes or her outfits and whatnot, but do you want her in the pantsuits, in the royal gowns, or do you want her in denim? I don't know. I'm all for the pantsuits. So apparently Ronnie's is going to be the new Granny's with alcohol and cassettes. But Granny's, I'm pretty sure, serves alcohol. There were scenes where Emma and Regina, back in season 4 at least, were drinking Granny's. So I don't think that, you know, Ronnie's having alcohol is a big difference, because it's still a Granny's. I guess it's a meeting spot, but the booze doesn't really matter. So essentially, she's owning a place for probably her, Rumple, and Henry to meet up, kind of in confidence, where the evil stepmother, Lady Tremaine, can't see them. Maybe there's a protection spell on Ronnie's. Now, from the way the news story has been, from the way the news has been cycling for season 7, it does seem that there's a memory problem and that they don't know who they are, at least 100%. So I'm really curious if Regina is somehow able to hold on to her memories. Also, the last part of this article said that Regina is going to be getting a new love interest, but it's not going to be a main storyline for the character. So I find that interesting that she's going to be getting a new love interest. Now, they also said there's an LGBT relationship that's going to be heavily prominent this season. Could Regina, you know, be a gay character? I don't think that's where it's going to go, because she seems very straight. You know, she loved Robin Hood. She loved Daniel. I don't think she's going to be falling in love with a woman and realizing her whole life that she was attracted to the wrong sex. I don't think that's going to happen here. I think the LGBT character might be Alice, or maybe Drizella. I don't really know exactly who it's going to be, or maybe it's a character we don't even know yet, but I just don't think it could be her. But they said it's not going to be a prevalent storyline, and I'm happy that it's not going to be super prevalent, because a lot of us really love that Regina accepted, you know, the single life. She realized her happy ending was seeing or finding who she was in the world. She didn't need to have a boyfriend or a girlfriend or whatever to be, you know, fulfilled. She had her family, and family is very, very fulfilling. There's a quote that I love where I'm alone, but I'm not lonely. And, you know, you generally associate the loneliness to, or the lack of loneliness to, you know, your friends, your family, etc. You don't always need that that boyfriend or girlfriend, that significant other. And I always love that about Regina. So I do hope, I'm really curious to see how this new love interest is going to cycle in and who it could be. I just hope it's not Captain Hook. But anyway, Regina is now Roni. I hate the name. It's just an awful name. She's wearing denim and rock t-shirts as opposed to pantsuits and queenly gowns. I'm much more of a fan of the queenly gowns and the pantsuits, and she's going to have some issues, you know, dealing with Lady Tremaine, it looks like. I wonder if her magic is going to be nullified in Hyperion Heights, because she is in a land without magic, so I'm curious to see how magic is going to be working in Seattle. So anyway, share your thoughts about Regina having a new name, being the owner of a bar. You know, she's a business owner now, no longer a mayor or queen. She's a real modern woman. And the one thing I really loved about Once Upon a Time is that, you know, the characters, they're real and relatable, but at the same time, it's very fictional. And now she's, like, what if she has problems with taxes? Like, what if they do a whole storyline dealing with her, dealing with business issues? I mean, that'd be kind of boring. Let's just hope that doesn't happen. But I'm just rambling now. So anyway, share your thoughts about Regina owning a bar called Roni's, her name being Roni. Will you be calling her Regina throughout the season? Because I will. I will not refer to her as Roni. Her name has been Regina. I don't even call Snow White Mary Margaret. I mean, it's Snow White. So anyway, thank you for watching this with me, or thank you for watching my review, and we'll talk real soon in the comments below. All right, guys. Bye.